tired, Renato. I'm tired. Funtime Friday. We are coming on the gate hot today. Welcome. It's going to be a great weekend. Listen, I can finally drive around Collier County and Southwest Florida without getting crushed by all these cars. I mean, I actually got here this morning a lot earlier than I ever expected. We were out messing around with the chickens up at the 7-Eleven at Immokalee Road in Collier. Listen, we got a great show today. We got the one and only Dr. Lois Bolin. We got a bunch of guests. We got we got SWTHZ's number one guy, and we've got so many people on this show today. We've got Pat Jira, our guest, our co-host, guest. I should, to introduce all of our guests, and we got Jake Scuderi in the house. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a great show. We are fired up for this weekend. We've got another event. Renato's here. We have a whole bunch. He's going to talk a little bit about the cold plunge, also the benefits of the cold plunge, and that's a big thing. And we got Dr. Drew Montez-Clark. He's going to be talking about making America healthy again, along with his run for candidacy for representative here in District 82. So I'll tell you what, we got a lot happening. We're going to have a beef jerky taste-off as well.
Yeah.
That's going to be good. So, yeah, let's bring everybody on and welcome. We're all here. It's okay. We got share this, please. Make sure you share this. Who we got?
Share, yeah, I just told Renato to share it because he's got a big following. My man's doing big things at the City Lifestyle event last night. What'd you think?
Oh, it was fun. It was first of all, thank you for the invite. Yeah, no, it was amazing. Really great experience, amazing view. What a great spot to be in.
Yeah, I saw you. I'm just trying to share this. Talk about the networking benefits from going to an event like that. I know you made a couple good contacts. So, first City Lifestyle event that you went to?
Yeah, it was. And looking forward to doing a couple more. It was great just connecting with a lot of people that do cool things here in Naples.
Yeah.
It's great to just build those relationships, and hopefully moving forward, we'll be everywhere and doing a whole bunch of stuff here in Naples and all around Southwest Florida.
Yeah, you got you got a nice buzz. This SWTHZ, Tim just found out that one of the new locations is going to be opening by his house, so he's excited about that.
Yeah, that's going to be at Immokalee Road in Collier, the new plaza. I just saw that, so amazing opportunity to
right by
check that place out.
What's the place called? Just Cake?
Just Cakes. Yeah.
Just Cakes?
Bunt Cake. Bunt Cake.
Bunt Cake or Just Cakes?
Nothing Bunt Cake.
Nothing Bunt Cake's going to be in there? Oh, that's a good place.
Yeah, no, that's definitely going to be a really nice plaza. It's amazing how much Northeast Naples is growing. Just for everyone, all the viewers, so you could identify where the location is. There's an Aldi's on Immokalee in 951. There's a new plaza building out right next to that Aldi. That's called Tree Farm Plaza. We'll be right in that plaza with a Pilates studios, with Nothing Bunt Cakes. I think there's a Chipotle going in there, and there's a couple other businesses.
It's going to be a heck of a plaza.
Yeah, you know what's great about it is that area at one time was nothing there, right? So I chose to build right behind Founders Square, my house. So I knew a lot of cool things were going to be coming. So, yeah, now it's coming to fruition. I personally don't mind controlled construction, building businesses, things like that. And everybody says, well, there's just more cars, more traffic, more everything. So, coming. So
this is what future guests take note.
Future guests.
Our guy Renato brought us these.
Yes.
What are they? Green bites cookies.
Yeah, so this is actually a buddy's company.
Okay.
He's doing a lot of cool stuff in Southwest Florida. He's in multiple places, and I actually think he's shipping nationwide. So Green Bites Cookies, plant-based, nationwide bakery. They do high-protein brownies, high-protein cookies, delicious, low calories. Each one of these cookies has about 17 to 20 grams of protein with a lot of fiber. So everything that you need in a very delicious format. So if you want to actually
Lois,
open these up.
did you bring us cookies? No, I don't think so.
And take a look at those.
Wow. You want to pan in here?
Yeah, we can do that. I'll make sure I got
Look
my...
at this variety. Look at this spread.
Yeah, let's see what we got here for...
We do everything first class, Renato.
handy cam. Let's see if our handy cam's coming up. Let's see what we got.
Just got to
here.
make sure there's nothing in here I can't put in my body.
Oh, wait.
It's all natural.
I got to
right?
double click.
Never know nowadays, you know.
Double click for the handy cam. Actually, just show him up there at the top there, Patrick, and
Here,
then we'll
we'll
get the
hold him
handy
up.
cam going here in just a minute.
You're a handy cam, Tim.
I know. Yeah, that's good.
Look at
It's amazing.
look at
the packaging too is great.
The Chuck and Norris?
Chuck Norris.
The Chuck Norris. Chunky Cuz. Chunk Norris, Chunky Cuz. You know that's going to be good if it's got Chuck Norris's name on it. By the way, comments are blowing up, Tim.
Yeah, I got to get my butt in gear and make sure everybody.
Patrick Dearborn says Cold Plunge champion checking in.
Cold Plunge champ. I've got about 40 things going. I'm trying to get everybody's thing back in here. Let me
Missed you last night, Pat. I know you had an event to go to your son's graduation, but we missed you.
Yeah, that's obviously the most important thing right now. His son's graduation for sure. So let's go. Yeah, Patrick's up there.
He's all fired up.
Yeah, back to I'm going
Big
back
shout out to Patrick, a good close friend of mine. Definitely has one of the best characters, personalities that I've seen out there. Super amazing guy. Crushes on push-ups, crushes on cold plunges.
Crushes everything. Crushes life. Patrick Dearborn.
You know, I will tell you this, that I always thought that Pat was in pretty good shape, but the other day when he went underwater for a minute, and he was after he had been in the cold plunge for about 15 minutes, and then he comes out here and pounds out about I don't know, about, he says 50, quite a few push-ups. So I'll tell you what, man, I have a lot more admiration for Pat's physical ability after that. So yeah, I don't know.
Pat, Pat, tell him to cut a check, and I will.
Yeah.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Good morning, Sharka.
And definitely 100%. So I used to coach this studio called F45 back then, and Pat was one of our clients in there. And faithful 6:30 a.m. That was, by the way, an amazing group of guys that we had in there. 6:30, didn't miss a day, went hard in all the workouts. Even when he was feeling a little bit iffy here and there, we would stretch out a little bit, and then he would jump in, and he really rocked a lot of the workouts. That 6:30 class was a fun class to coach.
Yeah, he I'll tell you what, man, he brings it. I mean, he's no spring chicken now, Pat. You're no spring chicken.
No,
buddy.
but looks like he's 20. Love Patrick Dearborn. By the way, you haven't put that thing up yet, so I can mention Patrick Dearborn as many times as I want. How great
that's
Patrick
true, too.
Dearborn
Yeah.
is. We love Patrick
you gotta
Dearborn. Shout out Patrick Dearborn,
Big shout out
the
to
ultimate realtor, Patrick
Debbie,
Dearborn.
yep.
I got to get it in before he puts the slide up.
And God is good. We know
Missed
that
you
one,
last
yeah.
night, Pat.
Amen.
And Pat says 50 push-ups it was. 50 push-ups.
Sharka, which ones do you want? She said save you some. Which one should we save?
I'm
Which
gonna
one
try
should I try?
I'm gonna try to get the handy cam over there.
Try the
bring
chunky
bring
Norris.
that back up, and then we
The
can.
chunky cuz.
Let's see about the handy cam. We want to get that. We want to get that going so we can kind of share this.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. I think we.
The B Cosmic Brownie
here we go,
OG
here we go.
protein bar.
Here we go.
This is
Let's
the OG of protein bars.
Okay,
right
you
here.
guys got to try these things. Look, they're amazing, and they're packaged really good too. You know,
Nice variety. Look at this one.
Jake, see how they got that packaging on them? I know you're into marketing there.
Yeah, you
and
gotta
all
get
that
you gotta
stuff.
get a box like this for your beef
Yeah,
jerky, and
beef jerky.
it's all about branding,
Can
packaging,
we see the
marketing.
front of the?
Even throws in some stickers in there.
That's good. That's good. Yes, Green Bites. All
And
that
then the
stuff.
box is a very, like,
Now, how
really
do-
That's a nice spot.
Yeah, how do we get these? How do we? I mean, where do we go to?
So you
Green
can actually
Bites?
go to greenbitesgo.com, and they ship nationwide.
Okay.
They're locally made, actually. I think he has a kitchen up in Estero or Bonita. But yeah, super great guy, local business, great to support him. They're actually in multiple locations here in Naples. I think Nutrition Elite has them. Athletica Gym has them. They're even in a couple 7-Elevens.
We got to get them in 239 Nutrition. That'd be a great spot for him. Speaking of 7-Eleven, boy, what another adventure this morning, huh, Tim?
Oh my God, we I don't have the video, but at 7, if you want to find us at about 6:15 at the corner of Immokalee and Airport, it's always a show up at the 7-Eleven.
Roosters running around.
Roosters running around.
Dead bodies in the back.
Bananas, all kinds of crazy stuff going on.
No idea. We should bring one of our guests on a special road trip.
Are you going to go ahead and eat one now?
I am.
Pat,
One in Rome. You got a sample, bro.
There you go.
What does a box like that go for?
So prices, I don't really know. I got these individually, and I already had the box for a previous shipment that he sent over. I was actually one of his first sponsored athletes way back when he first started the company. So
that's good.
I always try to support him whenever I can.
Absolutely.
And I get to see
get
Renato
in touch with him and see if they want to maybe co-sponsor the show, and I'm sure give Patrick Dearborn a try too. Get his blessing.
Oh yeah, 100%. And if you look on the packaging, it has the details. We're looking at right now. You have the Chuck Norris Chunky Cuz.
Lois, you want to try? No. Green bite? They're good for you.
About 10 grams of fiber, 29 grams of protein, and 400 calories. So it's basically like a meal supplement right there. We're looking at 400 calories, but it does have about 30 grams of protein and 10 grams of fiber, which is a pretty high amount.
And very little ingredients. So that tells you, it's pretty healthy and organically made. 8-9 ingredients, not 180 that you buy on the shelf.
Right.
And it's got all kinds of stuff.
Big shout out to Kevin.
Good morning, Kevin.
Good
morning, Kevin.
Great. Cosmic brownie. I want cosmic brownie.
No, Sharka, you can't drive.
I'm gonna sit in the car and try to drive.
No. I'll say here,
Sharka.
I'm gonna put
get
a couple of sides.
It's okay to take it easy for a little bit.
I'm gonna.
Pat Dearborn's got a long message here.
Oh, he's got a long message.
Yeah.
Are we going? Okay.
Oh, good.
Shout outs.
He wants to shout out Patrick Dearborn. Shouting out Bella Hayslip, Cooper Dearborn, Byron Donalds, Erica Donalds, Larry Wilcoxon, who Pat just refuses to spell his last name correctly, but that's okay. FSU alum.
It's close.
That's a good list.
That's a really good list. Really good list. Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Pat, you got to try one of these green bite cookies.
They're good. And I got a chance to go on Renato's Facebook page last night. Now, Renato's in good shape, man. Oh. You got like some 6-pack abs.
You'd beat Pat Dearborn in a push-up contest.
I try to be in as good a shape as I can be.
No. That was a political answer. You could beat Patrick Dearborn in a push-up contest.
We've never actually had a push-up contest together.
Hold on.
A cool,
you could
challenge.
beat Patrick Dearborn. No disrespect to
I
Pat.
do got to say, I did start my fitness journey with calisthenics, so it was a lot of body weight stuff like pull-ups, push-ups, stuff like that. Right. Back in 2017, I got invited to compete in a calisthenic world championship in Russia. So
really,
when?
So
what year?
2017.
Okay.
Yeah, this was when I was in Bolivia. It was very big back then. So body weight exercises are probably like where I'm really good at. And
you went to Russia?
I ended up not going.
Probably a smart move.
We didn't have the funds to actually have that whole trip, but just having the invite and as I was gonna go as a representative for Bolivia, so just for that in itself was really
that's
was
pretty
really cool.
Pat, what are you gonna do with your big gulp over there?
I was gonna. Jake didn't get the cue. I was just gonna put it on the side there, but Jake's looking at me like a deer in headlights.
Jake's like because we got big gulp.
No.
We got big. No, that's right. Big gulp.
I was trying to get rid of it.
Big gulp. You toss it, whatever, and green bites at the same time.
Don't throw it out just yet. Thank you.
You can chuck it, man. That thing. He put so much crap in that thing. Yeah, chuck it. Yeah, chuck it. But yeah, no. So tell us a little bit about Sweat House and what's going to be coming and what people should expect. Memberships. Things like that. That's going to be something that I think people are really going to be excited about.
I'll be joining.
And I tell you what, I jumped in I was actually last week.
Yeah.
And I jumped in there, and the first 2 minutes were rough, but after that, you kind of got this calming sensation, and it really felt good. And then when I got out for the rest of the day, I was invigorated. It was good.
1000%.
Yeah, no, so Sweat House is, well, I'm super excited to really bring this to Florida and to the West Coast of Florida. It's an amazing company. It is a franchise, so there's a couple studios set up around nationwide. Its main focus is deliberate exposure to heat and cold, which is scientifically proven to enhance both physical and mental health.
Okay.
So as you guys noticed, how you felt after that cold
Amazing.
plunge.
Honestly, I'm not just saying that because, you're with the company. It was absolutely a ball of energy, mental clarity. It was amazing.
100%.
I would do one right now if you.
100%. And you feel that sort of mental clarity, the focus, you feel the sharpness, you feel a rush of adrenaline, and you feel like that throughout the day. And it also, after you do it consistently and regularly, you end up noticing that you even sleep like a baby and you feel good all around.
Yeah, because a couple of people told me they actually do it at night before they go to bed.
Yeah, so you could do it morning, night, midday, depending on where you feel it fits within your day.
Sure.
It's different from people to people. Some people like the rush early in the morning.
Yeah.
With Sweat House, you have both exposure to heat and cold. So what we're bringing to the market is we're going to have individual private suites. Each suite is going to be, it's going to have its own infrared sauna, a cold plunge, and a vitamin C shower.
Vitamin C shower. That just sounds like a good time.
That's going to be good.
Can I get the Patrick Dearborn suite? I want the Patrick Dearborn suite.
So all suites are going to be private, high end. You could go in there with your spouse,
even better.
with your friends. Now, the way that we recommend using each one of these suites is you would go into the sauna for 30 to 40 minutes. After that, you hit the vitamin C shower, especially right after the sauna. Your pores are nice and open. You really absorb that vitamin C. And then you finish off with a 2 to 3 minute cold plunge.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds
That's
fun.
how you start your day.
So, what do most people do? I'm kind of messing around here with the computer, looking at some different things. But what does it come usually with a membership? People do a one-shot deal, or do you have the option to do both?
So best recommendation, to be honest, when we're looking at longevity results, when we're looking at enhancing quality of life, is you do want to make it part of your daily routine, part of your weekly routine. You want to make it a habit. Similar to exercising, you get great benefits from one single exposure, but you get even more benefits from that constant exposure. So recommendations for sauna use would be anywhere from 30 to 90 minutes spread out throughout the week. And recommendation for cold plunge is 10 to 15 minutes spread out throughout the week. Yeah.
Okay.
So what that looks like is 2, 3, 4 sessions a week, depending on what your tolerance is for each one of these exposures.
Sure. And we're going to be doing cold plunge challenge number 2, part 2, right? We're working on a day, probably Memorial. Sounds like Memorial Day really weekend, probably the Monday on Memorial Day. And got a host of people who already lined up and want to join. So we're going to have some fun. I don't know if Patrick Dearborn wants to come back and defend his title. If not, that's okay. But we got some cool people that are lining up and want to be a part of it. And raise a couple bucks again for a good charity. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be – I couldn't believe last Friday, like, how many people came up and said, hey, listen, we want to, give a little bit, donate. That was kind of like all on a whim. Thank you, Patrick. That was a good one for that one. Appreciate it.
No, that's some fun. Raise some money for mindsovertumors.org, which anyone could still donate to. And it's kind of interesting when following that, people are, I want to be involved in the next one. I'm like, sure. Yeah, absolutely. As you saw last night at the event, a couple of people said they want to get in. And so I'll just say this. I won't say who's going to be in the part 2, but let's just say it's going to be a better looking crowd. I'll leave it at that. It's going to be
a better looking crowd than what was there before. That's for sure.
Yeah, a little bit easier on the eyes for part 2.
And that's not hard to do, right?
Not hard to do at all, but
no, that's good. Anything else you like to bring up? And just how do you feel that Naples and Collier County and the 239 Fort Myers, how are we in general physical shape? I need some help. I gotta get with you.
It really depends on where you look at. I feel Collier County, Southwest Florida in general is making a big push towards that healthier type of state.
Right.
But we still need a lot of help. We still need a lot of support, and we still need to try to give this give the attention that that this space needs, because I mean, not just for looking great, but also for feeling great, or and also for living a higher quality life. It just enhances that. I remember I always like to go back into how my whole focus around fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle habits changed back in 2022, where when I used to help people out, it was a lot about looks and looking lean and how clothes fit. But my dad, he passed away in late 2021, and it was from a heart condition. And it was something that he was 58, 59 years old. So he was pretty young to go from that. So that completely changed the focus on how I approached fitness and nutrition, and where now it's more of the longevity, quality of life, and being here longer for your family and for your kids. I mean, if sauna, cold plunge, making changes in your nutrition, adopting exercise as a regular weekly habit, if these things could give you more years with your family, could give you higher quality years, enhancing your health span, where you could do a lot of stuff by yourself when you're at an older age, I feel we should really promote that.
Absolutely.
Support that as much as we can.
No, and the effects of it, it's the best I've felt since 1998, Tim, getting out of that cold plunge. It's just amazing.
Since 1998?
Yeah,
wow.
a long time.
Holy crap. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, too, is the reality is we want to do everything we can, I think, most of us, to live longer and to be in shape. And to eat good in Collier County, to eat good nowadays, it costs more money, right? Mm-hmm. So the easy thing to do is that people are always on the fly. I'm going to grab a slice. I caught myself yesterday doing the same thing. Let's just go. And then you have good intentions when you leave the house in the morning to eat right, I think. And then before you know it, by the end of the day, you're like, it's kind of blown out of proportion because you're eating crappy. But without a doubt, it impacts your lifestyle when you don't eat correctly and take care of your body, and obviously you're not going to be around too much longer. So,
you want to try some of Jake's beef jerky while we got?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We got Jake's.
Yeah,
we got Renato.
Since he brought us some treats.
Treats, and then we're going to get Lois up here in just a second, and we got to get a little bit of beef jerky. Now, Jake, just speak. You can come over here, speak into the mic. Tell us a little bit about your beef jerky, and tell us
Tell us about your beef jerky. Pause.
Well, it's a similar story actually to what he's talking about, how, things happened in my life where my dad passed away. So I became really big on health as well. And I would always work out and do this and that, but I wasn't eating right and I never felt right, even if I thought I looked good. So I started making this, which is what my mom used to make me for every lacrosse tournament growing up. And I dialed it in. And now I can eat it as a meal replacement or this or that, but it's super clean, super healthy, super high in protein.
Yeah, so Marnie, he dialed it in. So basically he's saying he kind of made yours a little bit better in his perception. But yeah, no, that's good.
So this is the normal one. Might want to rebrand that packaging to regular.
Yeah, normal or regular.
This is not the normal one. No, this is spicy.
Oh,
we're going to help Jake with the packaging and marketing.
Yeah, we'll get the packaging and marketing.
Because I tried it the other day. It's actually really good.
It's a different type. I mean, it's lighter. It doesn't
What's in it, Jake?
So I just use thin cuts of meat right now that I get from Costco. But when I get it going, I want to partner with a local farm or butcher shop to get grass-fed, locally sourced meat. But it's marinated in organic, marinades, and all the seasoning is organic. No seed oils, and just very high in protein.
So it's very dry, but I think that shows that it's healthy in a way because it doesn't have that grease to it, which I think is good.
It is good.
I like it.
Try the spicy one.
This is a spicy one. You like the pepper?
What's that, Tim?
I can feel it.
Come again?
No, I like this. This is such a great snack that you can include into your day-to-day. And that's one of the hardest things. I mean, you talked about being high protein, and that's where most people struggle. Most people struggle getting the right amount of protein that they need in their day-to-day. And that's where we see snacks like this play a huge role in helping us out.
You got the normal and you got the spicy.
Let me try the spicy one.
I find that a big problem, you need a lot of protein once you go to the gym. some people go to the gym in a rush and they feel like they have to, just stop at McDonald's or whatever to get, a quick meal. But this you can just bring with you and get as much protein in as you need very quickly.
It's good stuff, Jake. I think you might have something.
You got something, Jake. Get a little. Obviously, you got your degree and you got your packaging and you get your marketing. And
we got to get us packaging, yeah.
Get everything out there. We'll do it. We'll do it. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jake.
Thanks so much. And Jake comes
what do you
around.
think? Got a little kick, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely got a little kick.
We want to keep Jake hanging around the studio because, he's solid and, you look at him and it makes you want to just stay in shape.
Don't judge him by his porn mustache.
Don't judge him. Yeah, don't judge him by his porn mustache. Can't do that.
No, I definitely got to say the spicy one, I really enjoy the flavor. It does give you that little kick.
Yeah.
Super flavorful. Yeah. That would probably be my go-to.
Have you tried it, Lois? No? Give Miss Lois a shot.
Do you like spicy, Lois, or do you rather not?
I can see Lois not being yeah.
Yeah, she's
give her here. A little variety.
Yeah.
Wow, eating good this morning. Some healthy protein.
Yeah, I did have a coffee,
cookies.
But I've been laying off like all the sugar that goes in it and normally that I put in and all that stuff. So
beef jerky and healthy.
Oh, I'm bad with cookies. I always say I'm a coffee nut, but to be honest, I'm a fake coffee nut because I can't drink coffee without adding either cream or I do stevia. But I always have to have it sweet. So I do, like, every morning I do my café con leche, which is coffee and milk.
Yeah. Can't beat that. But no, this is coffee's really good, but if you don't watch what you put in it, it can definitely throw off your diet.
While we have Renato here, you want to do the healthiest and unhealthiest yogurt slide? We can get his opinion on which yogurts.
I gotta kind of try to find that one.
No worries.
I think it's let's see what we get. Let's bring it up. Yeah, it's always good to bring up the healthiest, because a lot of times people feel that if they just eat yogurt,
they're eating healthy, but obviously
that's not always the case.
Not always the case at all.
Find that here.
You can kind of give us some tips. There we
go. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this slide and see if we can kind of discuss a little bit about the
top 5 worst yogurts to eat, and maybe you can steer us and other people in the right direction which yogurts are healthy to eat. So Yoplait, which is probably the cheapest one.
You think it's cheaper?
It's pretty cheap. It's usually like $12 for $10, which you can't get anything for that price anymore. But you were surprised that Chobani made the cut there.
Chobani,
you thought Chobani was healthy, huh?
I always read the contents, obviously, on the container. But if you look at some of these yogurts now, they're kind of more like eating a cake.
Oh yeah,
they got all this stuff in it, and people think, well, it's yogurt. It's got to be okay, right? Well, maybe not, right? So here's the other list. Activia flavored yogurts, artificial sweeteners and light versions.
Keyword there is flavored.
Yeah, flavored. Chobani Flip. Now, I know one of them has chocolate chips in it, sugary granola, because they want to make it tasteful, right?
Sure.
And then
Go-Gurt, which my daughter used to love. That was a go-to snack for her. And then the animal smoothie. Sugar bomb for kids.
We got a lot of people out there watching. If you please put your favorite yogurt up there. I kind of like to do just a granola with the vanilla. I guess vanilla with low calorie yogurt. I guess vanilla flavored.
Yeah. So
you are vanilla flavored.
One of the things I'm pretty similar. I do granola. I do a little bit of honey and just plain Greek yogurt. One of the things that we got to take into account is a lot of these yogurts are companies and they're made for profit.
Yeah,
and one of the ways that you keep a customer coming back is making sure that they enjoy what they're eating. So you're looking at palatability, you're looking at how much flavor it has. So one of the ways that these companies make sure that they have a lot of flavors is you could either play with fat or sugar content in each one of these products. So if you bring the fat down, you still want to make sure it's flavorful, so they bring the sugar up. And what does that cause? It gives that highly palatable sort of aspect where people want to come back. But one of the best recommendations I could give anyone is, like, whenever you're buying yogurt or any type of product, just give a quick look at the ingredients in the back. Look at how much calories it has. Look at how much sugar it has. And depending on what you're trying to buy, like if it's yogurt, protein is probably something that you could really you really benefit from. So like high protein, lower sugar, not as many calories, and then maybe a reduced list of ingredients would be something that would be a little bit optimal. And it only takes 30 seconds to a minute to go down and look at like 2 or 3 different options that you have there, and just make a suggestion, make a best guess there, and then try it out. And if you don't like it, try a different one next week.
Yeah. If you were like a consumer, just a normal person, what do you think might be what might be the quickest and fastest? Would you look at calories, or would you look at fats, or what would you look at mostly?
So calorie, protein, and sugar is what I would recommend would be the first
Kinda
3
like
things that you want to look at.
Right.
You don't want to have as much calories. You want to probably pick a lower calorie amount, but you still want a good amount of protein. And now you got to take into account, if you're adding protein to it, it's still going to have a substantial amount of calories, because protein basically has calories in it as well.
Right,
so,
right.
So just making that best guess from calorie, protein, and then probably looking at like minimizing the sugar content that it has.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
My mom sent one in. Was it Fig? Dream Creamy?
Fig. Yeah. Fig.
Yeah, that's
yogurt,
her favorite. Yeah. Only 8 grams of sugar.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay.
I love that. Yeah, and then you add some honey or monk fruit. That's perfect. And add some granola if you want a little crunch to it. And that's a great dessert.
Is that your favorite too, Lois? Well, that's why my mom just sent me too. That's her.
She just sent it.
Literally just sent it exact same time.
Lois, yeah.
Wow. So it's Lois and Mom approved. So
Lois and Mom approved.
Fig.
Yeah, that's good.
Big shout out to them.
Well, Renato, thank you so much for bringing in the.
Show off your guns before you go.
Yeah, the green. Yeah, come on, let's do it.
Did you register those? Holy smokes!
Oh yeah.
Hold it.
You have a Patrick. You have a
Patrick, let's get it up there.
I don't. I'm bored. A little light.
There we go. Let's go. Look at Renato's got it. He's guy's on it, man. I actually went on his Facebook page, and he has very few pictures with his shirt on. So I mean, that must mean you got like a good six pack.
Listen. If I had a body like Renato, I'd be walking around without my shirt all day.
Yeah, I'd be like walking around everywhere, and you do it now.
Who, me?
Yeah,
my shirt off.
Yeah, you do it now. You did the cold plunge last Friday.
That's about it.
Yeah, you were a little bit nervous about it.
I was.
Yeah, big shout out.
Don't want to lose any viewers,
guys. If you want to feel good, look good, and move even better, cold plunge sauna, make that part of your regular habit during the week. Come by Sweat House once we open up. And
when are you guys looking to open?
So we're approximate late July, maybe early August. You know how construction is.
So
sometimes
late August, probably.
So
Vanderbilt Shops, from my understanding.
Vanderbilt Shops is going to be one of the locations. So that's Vanderbilt and in Airport Pulling Road. We're going to be in Suite 152, and then we're also going to be in Tree Farm Plaza. That's Immokalee in 951. We're going to be on the side facing the 8 NCH.
Which one's going to open first? Is there, or is kind of both open simultaneously?
Approximate around the same time. Now, another cool thing that Vanderbilt Shops is going to have an extra suite for red light therapy. Okay. So your own private suite, it's going to have a big red light therapy bed, great for mitochondrial health, for anti-aging, for wrinkles, for all these extra benefits.
Can I get a Patrick Jarvis suite in there?
He wants his own place to go, right? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you so much, Renato. You're always welcome to come on. Great information.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate what you do. You're a great guy and a great rep for your business, Sweat House. And I can't wait till it opens up, because I won't have any excuses to go there right across the street from my house. So that'll be good.
Guys, thank you so much for the invite.
Always a great hang out with you last night. Thank you, my
friend.
Good.
Always good. All right, let's go ahead and give a big shout out to our sponsors, and we're going to start out right now with
guys,
the one.
Let's give a big shout out to our show sponsors, Becker Custom Builders. Blake Becker and his team are always about luxury design, top-notch quality, and giving you the best experience imaginable. Becker Custom Builders are experts in building your dream kitchen, bathroom, or even making your outdoor kitchen area a reality. They will take your plain house and make it into a cozy, welcoming home. So if you're looking to upgrade your space, Becker Custom Builders is the only place to look. They've got you covered. Blake and his team have whipped up the studio in no time, and it's looking great. Remember, contact Becker Custom Builders.
As you know, we love Becker Custom Builders, and Blake Becker's been a strong supporter of the studio here. His team and his group have put it together very well. And listen, they are on it And if you want to get something real good done to your home, to your business, whatever it might be, they're going to be there for you. Listen, Becker Custom Builders, they're on it, and wonderful place to go. The next one we're going to bring up is going to be the one that we really like over with Kevin.
So we don't really like Blake that much, but you know, we love Kevin. No disrespect to Blake.
And a lot of people give me a hard time because they're like, "What are you talking about?" But I've got like all these buttons to switch, and everybody else is just kind of like hanging out, which is kind of cool. But but it's kind of
sounds like an excuse, doesn't it?
But the one we really like is Kevin Wilkinson.
The one we really like.
really like. So let's just go ahead and read it out.
Clean and Seal Curb Appeal. Elevate the elegance of your home with Clean and Seal Curb Appeal. Premium brick paver sealing enhances color, adds lasting protection, and delivers a polished, upscale finish. Clean and Seal, bringing timeless curb appeal to your home.
You did a great job with that, reading that. Patrick, you are on it like money. That's a good one, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know how to read.
You're on it like white on rice.
White on rice. You got it.
That was the nicest thing Tim said to me all week, so I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Then obviously we got a few more, and we got some great, wonderful people that we have for sponsors. If you are interested in sponsoring, which we'd love to have you do, just go ahead and reach out to us, and we'll be happy to get you on the show. And the sponsorship is real reasonable, and we are getting out to quite a few people. Pat, tell us a little bit about your experiences yesterday at some of the events we did here in Collier County.
Yeah, no, and we've seen the views go up from 500, 700, 800 to 1.5, 1.7K. I think the whole Plunge show. So we've definitely seen a spike in the viewership, and we really appreciate that. And being a local show, I think that's pretty good numbers, and continue to grow. And we're very grateful for that. And all your comments and shares help tremendously. The comments help the algorithm, and sharing it helps gets our name out there. So we appreciate you guys, the viewers. But yeah, me and Tim just kind of joke around like, you don't really realize that you go out and people, I love your 239 Live. Can I come on your 239 Live? I'd love to get involved. Like, we just started this thing, kind of have a good time. Hopefully grow it into a business ultimately, right? That's always the plan. We just don't want to get up at 5 a.m. for no reason. But it's pretty cool when you go out to these events and people are quoting what we said on the live and saying how much they enjoy it. And, Drew Steele saying what a great natural thing we have and how much fun we have and how we keep it light. So we definitely appreciate all the support. And sometimes I'm just baffled that people watch us for 2 hours, but we thank you for doing it.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's fun. And our tech stuff is coming around. We're just trying to get all the moving parts, and sometimes I can get caught off guard with some of the things that come up, but we're getting that down, and we have a pretty good thing. And the big thing is what we do is we're going to go to events that are live. So if you have a live event you'd like us to do, just please let us know.
Yeah, and we got a couple cool live ones. We got one coming up at the Sugar Shack, and then we got one that we can't announce the location, but it's a pretty cool location, very exclusive. And then we have one coming up on Saturday, Tim. This is going to be a lot of fun.
This is going to be the big one. This is going to be at the Mini Bar at 1200 Central Ave tomorrow.
Yep.
And we're going to get set up a little bit earlier, but we'll be there from 5 to 7 p.m. and it's going to be live. Our sponsors there are the Mini Bar, obviously, Naples City Lifestyles, Lee Corp Homes, Lee Lux Enterprises. They do a wonderful job in doing car upholstery and interiors.
Aaron's watching right now.
Aaron's watching.
Morning, Aaron.
Hello,
and
Aaron.
Clean Seal and Curb Appeal, as we talked about, the one we really like. Not so much we like Becker, but yeah, come out and visit us tomorrow. Say hi and a big shout out. We're gonna have our live. Maybe sit down and talk to us.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. Yeah. We'll definitely bring some of the audience members on. That's always a good time.
Yeah, we want some people, and then obviously.
Morning,
Aaron does a big fire, so we like that. Thank you so much. And that reminds me, wearing red on Friday, Lois. You want to talk a little bit about that? How important it is to wear red on Friday?
Well, red on Friday
and Wayne Smith's watching, by the way,
with the puppy dogs. Thank you, honey bunny.
Yeah.
Remember, everyone deployed, so we always try to wear a little bit of red to honor our military that's out there, keeping us free and making sure other places are free and supported. So, and Tim's going to get T-shirts made, right?
Yeah, I know. Lois sends me the thing all the time, and I'm like, I got to get on it. And I'm supposed to get Patrick. If you want some T-shirts made, get with me, but it might take a couple days. We got to get them done.
A couple of days.
A couple days.
A couple of months.
List the T-shirts.
All right, Lois. I get on it. I promise you.
Right.
I promise you.
Can I see that real quick?
I promise
Lois?
you.
Can you see what?
Your notepad.
Yeah. Make a note. Yep, there you go.
Look how old school. I don't think I've seen one of these in a while, Lois. Lois's notepad.
Okay, let's get a little.
Are you saying I'm old school?
I'm saying you're old school. Which
Lois,
is
do
not a bad thing.
we have permission to
Not
show?
saying you're old.
Sure.
I'm saying you're old school.
So how
It's
you
a composition book.
look at that? Yeah, and you can see it and keep track of things.
Grid, and I just I needed something to write on, so I grabbed the first thing that was under my desk.
Printed 1965. Is that true? No. Made in America though.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
American made, baby.
American
Not made in China.
Yeah.
China.
It's like all these good foods here are made in America.
Yep, America.
And let's give it. We're going to give a quick shout out to the one and only Vanguard partners and Bryce Lawrence. Let's do that now, and we'll get it wrapped up here. And we're so fortunate to have these great sponsors.
This show is brought to you by Vanguard Partners, a consulting agency built for service-based business owners. If you've been giving away control of your success to marketing agencies, coaches, or even your accountant, it's time to take it back. Vanguard Partners was founded by Bryce, a business owner who owns 3 service-based companies himself. He'll teach you how to generate your own leads, create offers customers actually want, and manage your cash, percentages, and key performance indicators so you're not stuck guessing what's next. Visit Now Trade Money Biz Profit to book a free call and get your business back on track.
Thanks, Bryce. He's going to add 10% to your bottom line, which is great, which we really want to make sure that we give him a shout and scan. Give it a little scan right there.
A little scan, not a big scan.
Yeah, a little scan, and let him know how important it is to.
I know. I didn't get. I apologize.
What happened?
I didn't wear red today.
I know. Wear the red. Got to wear the red.
Patrick. A little groggy this morning.
You got to wear the red.
Patrick. I know. I apologize. Yeah. Dropped the ball.
Drop the ball, and that
won't happen again. I promise you that.
And then a couple more sponsors. We want to make sure that we get and touch everybody here. T Clinics.
Yep.
Jeff Delaney. Tell us a little bit about that, Patrick.
I love Jeff Delaney.
That's a big one for you.
Absolutely. Definitely a member at T Clinics. Not a member yet in Nuviva Weight Loss, but both great facilities. Both do a great job. The results speak for itself. Some of our finest people in the community are members at either or both places, and just love Jeff Delaney and everything he does for the community. So very grateful to have them as a sponsor.
Where's T Clinic located?
It's over. That's Lois put me on the spot. It's
Livingston.
No, it's behind where the Sports Authority used to be. That little health park, that plaza there.
I like those location, those spots. I can.
As a matter of fact, I think I saw him post something. The third office is going to be opening very, very soon. So got to get Jeff on and talk about some of his new upcoming projects. And he had a podcast 2 weeks ago. He had a guy you might have heard of, Lois. He had Byron Donalds on his podcast.
Byron, who?
Yeah.
Byron. I love Byron.
Yeah, Byron Donalds.
That's somebody takes me seriously.
Yeah. No. Well, and the thing about it is when you go there, do you feel better?
1,000%.
You feel a lot better now since you're doing it?
Between the T clinics and the cold plunges, the best I've felt since '98. Since Clinton was in office. Been a long time.
That's good. That's good. And then also we have Paradise Lights. I think Lois.
Corey Adams.
Corey over.
Yeah, you want to talk about Paradise Lights and your experience with Corey Adams?
I have some new light pictures I can show you. Yes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be giving Curb and Seal a call. I'm like, I'll just sit here and write down everybody's name.
Yeah, I'll put you in contact with Kevin for Curb and Seal. They do a great job.
I probably didn't send you any pictures, but
that's okay. Talk about your experience with Corey and Paradise
There's
Lights.
one of the shots.
We can get a little. You've got it up now already?
It's up. This is it. This is my house.
Wow, move quick.
You don't mess around. I love it.
Yeah, no, I called him and he says, I think we can start tomorrow. And I'm like, well, cool beans. Let's
all on your patio.
That's on the lanai, yes. And I was so excited because we went to hear Laz play down at Saluna, the new restaurant where Stoney's used to be.
Okay.
Anyway, we all know Liz and love to hear him sing with Robert Williamson's band. And he said, well, I'm going to set it so when you get home, you'll be able to see it. And I walked in. I'm like, oh, my God. Oh. And Wayne's like, what? I go, the lights.
Now, can you change the colors on those?
I can.
You get like all the different colors. You'll show us some pictures of that. We'll send them to me.
Got them right here.
Oh, you got some. Okay. Let's go ahead and go with.
And this is the beauty of, local sponsorship and supporting our sponsors. This is the way.
Wow, look at that, Lois. That's made a big difference in the back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's real. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yes, and you can change the colors, and you can change whether it's bright or dim, and so there's all different colors you can have. So for Military Appreciation Month, I'll be able to have red and blue.
That's awesome. And Corey's going to be doing a giveaway for Memorial Day.
Yes, I'm going to help him. He says, nobody's calling me. I said, well, most people don't do that because they don't want to write their name in for veterans. They won't want to do that. But I'm going to help him through Chicopee, through Beth Haley and Gold Star Families and Veterans Council and Florida Gulf Coast Veterans and Friends to get some names for them that would like to have this done, or it's like somebody who would need to have it done. It would be a nice uplift
right versus
for the
somebody
family.
that can, but it would be great.
Like me, I'm like, well, dang. Okay.
Dang, I want that too.
Oh, boy, dang, that's okay. I'm going to have some more. Now I'm going, I want these lights. But tonight it's going to look different because they're coming over and they're going to actually highlight the back and the different spots and all that. Yeah, that was just the...
Send us pictures. We'll put
thank
those
you for
up.
supporting our sponsor, Lois. You're awesome about that.
And he's a great guy. And Wayne walks out in his Trump shirt, and then they had the cameraman doing stuff, so they had a good time.
Yeah, that's good.
Good time talking to him, and
that's our president there, Patrick.
Absolutely.
That's good. And then a big shout out to
We are very excited to share news about our great affiliate product, CellFit. CellFit is the first and only therapeutic enzyme that utilizes breakthrough cellular technology to make every cell in your body stronger and healthier. The benefits people are seeing are incredible. Pain is gone. Sleep is better. Energy is increased. Clarity is sharpened. Memory is enhanced. Skin is more clear and radiant. It's 100% bioavailable, which means it starts working right away. It's 100% natural and definitely no junk from China. Get fit from the inside out. Get yours today at getselfit.com.
Hey, Patrick, did you take your self-fit today?
That's great.
Yeah, so self-fit, I took mine this morning. And listen, it's been a little bit soon to know the real results, but I do feel good. I got a lot of energy. I don't sleep a lot, but hopefully it will make me get a little bit better sleep.
A little better sleep, and that's what's keeping you out up late at night, Tim?
Trump doesn't sleep.
No.
That's right.
No. Guy's a machine.
He is a machine. But no, it's great. We have our
and you
our
can
sponsors.
find self-fit at See the Table. It's a little grocery store.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, a little grocery.
I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like a grocery store.
Yeah, I do know. Yeah. It's Disneyland for adults shopping.
Yeah, that's what they say, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, in all seriousness, though, you can go there, get it. You can get it at getselffit.com, and I'll put that up there so everybody can see it. Please go ahead and, support our sponsors.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that. Yeah.
No.
All right.
We
Very
appreciate
good.
our sponsors.
Now we got a lot of stuff for Lois. Lois has got a lot of things happening. We're going to get into Stump Pat Jira in a little bit.
I can still say Patrick Dearborn, right? Because
you can say Patrick Dearborn today.
I had caught him 4 times today.
Can Pat Jira go a whole show without mentioning?
From now on so now cut off?
Lois, it's your decision. Do you want to cut him off now? Pat Dearborn, let's do it. Let's cut him off. Let's cut him off. No more PD.
So for an hour and 12 minutes, I can't say Mayor of Freedom Town, USA. Did you know
Chucky Norris?
Yeah, try it. It's really good.
I'm going to get up some of these comments. Oh,
Green Bites cookies, amazing.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, we're making.
Sab is on.
Oh, he's.
You got it. Okay, a layup. Albert Hainsworth,
Tennessee. That's easy.
Tennessee layup. Got that one. Any questions for Lois? We're going to be showing a lot of her stuff here. Just a minute. Lois.
Yeah, people want to know what's going. Actually, there is one in there for you, Lois. Chicopee asks who is saying the pledge next week.
Well, let me think. That would be Chickabee Claw.
Oh,
yay, Chickabee!
I see what you did there, Chickabee.
Yeah, Chickabee.
Well played.
Yeah, very
and
good.
who said the pledge last Tuesday?
Timmy G, right?
I did.
Timmy G.
And we got it all taken care of. It was good.
Did you remember?
Experience.
Did you remember it?
I did remember the pledge, and really the pledge, you just get it started.
Yeah, get it started and let it go.
Yeah, if you missed the words, I had that on tape.
Just don't be mic'd up when you do it, because you'll be like very.
Because Tim can't even remember what he had for lunch yesterday.
No, I know. I'm telling you, man, I'm slipping. I'm slipping. Yeah,
you got a lot going on though.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the lack of sleep. I think I just need to,
Well, it's a good thing we can get some rest this weekend, right?
And
Lois
is funny. She's just like, yeah, it's all right. It's just part of life, Tim. You got to learn how to
just roll with it.
Just roll with it. Yeah, exactly.
Wayne and I'll be talking and going, you remember that thing? The one,
one thing.
we'll be like going, oh, man.
Lois, I wanted to bring up a good video that you sent me yesterday. And if you don't know Lois, she has a wonderful backyard. And she actually, I don't know how you would say it with the butterflies. You actually breed them, right? Is that what you say?
I don't breed them.
How would you say it?
I have plants where they eat me out of house and home.
But you do
put
them together, right?
My whole backyard is set
called
up
when you
for
put two together?
It's a butterfly garden.
Okay, but
you breed them.
I breed them.
It's a mating garden.
Actually, I do have one.
What is it?
I have one of my butterflies trying to mate with a fake butterfly that I just set on a plant for a moment.
How's
and
that
I went
working
back
out?
and I'm like, oh my God, dude, she's not moving. And he was old. He was having a great time.
Yeah. Hey.
Chickabee, we're going to run through that here in just a minute.
Transgender butterflies.
But before
hang on, Chickabee.
But before we do that, let's go ahead and show how this. Now, tell us a little bit about this. What's going on here? Lois, this is Lois's garden.
I have plants. The one side I don't get too often, which I need to get to it just to check it. And I was there the other day showing Jane and Glenn Brown, and they took some pictures.
Jane and Glenn.
And this it's called a balloon plant, but I prefer to call it a hairy balls plant because I'll show you.
Now this goes on for a little while. We got a couple minutes.
This little skinny plant I had 35 on there. And I'm like, oh my God, there's going to be nothing left. So I went and got some other milkweed.
Yeah. So real quick though, we're going to run it through. But they're caterpillars. When will they become butterflies?
Well, that one's pretty big. So it's probably it has 5 instars that it goes through, 5 different stages. Power chow. Yeah, you can see how he's eating. And that's why they go through everything so fast. People get plants that go, oh my God, they've eaten it all. I go, well, yeah, that's what they have to have. So you have to constantly keep adding new plants or let those grow again and so forth. So anyway, I just got a picture and got some other stuff. And Corey wanted to start a butterfly garden. And he comes over today. I said, let me give you about 20
Our Corey,
yeah.
Okay.
Corey, yeah. We were talking about it. Showing me, he goes, that's so cool. How do you get these things? I said, well, you have to have plants that they like, number one. Plants that they will lay their eggs on. They're different kinds.
Lois is breeding.
I'm breeding butterflies. That's what Ring says. She takes it from a little dot, which is called an egg that I have nothing to do with.
Butterflies are good luck, right?
I think so.
I mean, I think so.
When I think of butterflies, I think of happiness and peace.
Yeah, it's transformation, and the shaman tradition is transformation, and it goes through the stages, and then it becomes a little green. I'll send you the pictures of it for next time, because when it actually goes from a caterpillar and sheds its skin and then turns in this beautiful, for the monarch, this green thing. And my favorite caterpillar is the poop caterpillar, if I can find.
The what?
Poop. Looks like poop.
But
it's a caterpillar. A beautiful swallowtail. Yeah, it'll come out to be that.
So guess what?
What?
May is Military Appreciation Month.
I don't know if you heard that or not.
And Law Enforcement Appreciation Month.
Yes.
So very proud of being in both of those professions.
We should do I was just thinking a nice little luncheon or dinner at Mission Barbecue. Myself, Tim, Lois, Wayne, Chickabee, Corey Adams.
We should do that, but I can tell you when you could do it.
Well, I know we got the Military Appreciation Week,
but got the schedule coming up, Lois.
Just scheduled to do. Yeah, I just had them
one
there.
One step ahead of you, Lois.
I'm good there.
And I've got the whole. I actually have the whole.
There you go. I
schedule.
sent you. Did I send those to you? Or you got?
Well, I think you did send them, but
okay.
I got those. I put those up, but we can go ahead and do those right now.
Okay, let's go back to the days so I can.
Okay.
So just let people know.
Yeah. Okay.
In 1999, Congress declared May as Military Appreciation Month. Mainly, they have a VE Day, and then of course Memorial Day, and so. Then they made these other days, and you can see Loyalty Day was yesterday, and Silver Star Day was part of that, and Victory in Europe, May the 8th, was coming up, which is the 80th anniversary, by the way, BTW. And, of course, this whole community was really gave the boom bust after World War II, because Florida was so instrumental during World War II. And then what are some other things that
you got military spouse? I think is very
military
very
spouse
important,
appreciation.
Right? May 9th. That's the day I went in the United States Air Force in 1986.
May the 9th. Okay.
Really?
Yep.
That's the 9th, and then Mother's Day is the 11th because it's always 2 days after that.
Yep.
And Armed Forces Day, which is a vow. I didn't send you that. Friday, May the 16th from 11:30 to 1. I didn't send you that. Sorry, I'll send that to you.
No, I didn't get that one.
Did you fax it?
No, I probably forgot to send it. Did I fax it?
Yeah.
Send it snail mail.
Fax it over.
So from 11:30 to 1 at a vow, they have Military Armed Forces Appreciation Day. And who is speaking that will have Marty Spann, a former United States Marine and Army colonel with 37 years of military experience with the Los Angeles Police Department. Oh, I bet he's got some good stories.
Yeah.
So there's that event is coming up. And, May the 26th is Memorial Day. And Collier County Veterans Council held 2 major events that they take care of. And Memorial Day is held at Hodges Memorial.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful city. You've been there. Okay, it's this wonderful setting, and then they do a tribute. And this will be the first time that Chief Carl relinquished his title, 10 years. He helped keep it going when we lost the guy, Jim Ellison, who was there before him. So the 26th starts at 9:30 with wonderful music, and then they have a great program. And let's see what's going on. Chickabee, you always like to chime in. Tell me something, sister.
Yeah, well, she's got a whole bunch Military Month Appreciation.
SWTHZ Saturday Night Live. What's that?
One of my favorite peeps. Hi, Meredith.
Yeah, Chickabee's there. Let's talk a little bit about the Mission Barbecue, though.
Mission Barbecue. Oh, yeah.
Military Appreciation Week.
We got their whole schedule here.
So we got Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, and Space Force, Coast Guard. And you look at those days, and of course you can go in any day, but you get a free sandwich if you're Army, one of the selected veterans. And that Beth Haley, she's a Gold Star mother. Oh, well, you know her. Yeah, of course.
Beth is great. Yeah. She's awesome.
She's amazing.
And we're doing some stuff with her. It was a very special projects coming up. I'm really excited. I don't want to say it right now, but if we could pull that off, it would be really awesome.
Just between me and you, what projects you got working on? I'm just kidding.
Just between you and me, yeah, right. It's no.
So you got the Army on the 12th.
Yep.
Marine Corps on the 13th. Navy on the 14th. Air Force, go Air Force, and Space Force together on the 15th.
Yeah.
And then you got Coast Guard on the 16th. And the big day is going to be the 17th. Is going to be Saturday, May 17th. Lunch with the heroes, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. That's the official Armed Forces Day. Val always has it on the Friday before, so they don't have to, work on Saturday. I guess I don't blame them. I wouldn't either, honey. You guys work really hard and do a lot of good things.
What else is going on in Collier County that you know of? There's a lot of things happening in the first 100 days of Donald Trump. I mean, how do you think that's gone so far, Lois?
Tim's upset.
How do I think it's gone? Oh, Tim's upset. Shut up.
Patrick puts that stuff in
when you start and think 100 days, this is really, it's
a pebble.
Everything is in process.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to have the end result, but it's
because we live in
it's like everybody sees, they see an egg or they see a little caterpillar. When will it be a butterfly? Well, it's got to go through its stages. It's got to go through the process.
We live in that, want it now.
Instant gratification.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think he's doing a fabulous job, and I love how he trolled and his State Department, not State Department guy. Who was the guy that he moved to be?
Yeah, that Rubio replaced to be
yes,
national security.
But he's actually going to the UN. And I think, you know, and I always think they're always trying to figure out who is leaking information. And I always wonder, somebody called it like tea in the water, like trying to figure out where a certain leak is coming from and those kinds of things. So I thought that was a really fun thing that he did. We just started laughing when I saw that. I'm like, oh my God. And here is a wonderful group, Rolling Thunder. They sent this flyer. I'm sure you probably have.
I got
Carl
it from Carl.
Steinoff.
Yeah, I got it from Carl too.
Got it
I
from
think
Carl.
he's still in
Good.
Vietnam.
Huh?
Is Carl still in Vietnam?
He was over there for vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not.
Carl.
I think he would be back because they're having a wonderful event.
It's on the 23rd to the 25th of May.
Yeah, and it's in. Is it Punta Gorda? I can't remember.
It is. It's in.
It's where the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, the one that's pared down.
Lashley
Wayne.
Park in
Yes.
Punta Gorda, Florida. Yeah,
and General Carr was involved in that, and he was one of the commanders that Wayne was under whenever. So we're going to go up one day for sure and see that. And so that's really great. They've done a great job of getting in the groove of doing all this, and I'm glad it's not in Daytona. Not that I mind going to Daytona, but that's a lot shorter drive going up to. Oh, look at those cute pictures.
Yeah, no. Well, you mentioned you mentioned Mother's Day.
Yes,
and Mother's Day's coming up, and
that's on the 12th, 13th. What date is that? Mother's Day.
I mean,
what date is that? The 11th.
I believe it's the 11th. Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming
Sunday,
right up.
May,
Yeah, I got
next
to make
Sunday.
sure. My mom's on there, so now Pat got his mom, so I've definitely got to make sure.
Yeah,
I get my mom on there
Marissa Collections did a little photo shoot with Mom and the grandkids.
Your mom is so beautiful. Like a slapper.
Yeah, she is. She is.
Just kidding.
She slapped me a few times.
I'm sure she had, and you most assuredly deserved it.
1000%.
Okay, Chickabee's going. It's in Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte. Yeah.
But they have a special going on Marissa Collections through Mother's Day weekend.
Oh, that's gonna be so. Yeah,
yeah.
Down there, and Marissa Collections, you can always find some fine stuff for your mom down there at Marissa Collections. My daughter worked there for several years.
She did,
and she also put up May the 8th is certainly Victory in Europe celebration.
Yeah,
certainly in Europe, and that's
here we go. Yep.
So there you go. Yeah, the big celebration of the end of World War II. Well, it's actually the end of the European theater. The Pacific theater ended August the 14th. And that's when Japan did its unconditional surrender.
Tim, I think you should go to Marissa Collections, buy something for the wife and your mom
and the mom.
for Mother's Day.
I mean,
I think you can pick out something nice. Yeah.
I'll buy what you buy. How about that?
I'll
match what you buy. I'll match what you buy.
Well, my mom can buy anything she wants to, so I don't have to get her anything.
Yeah. And you get a good. Dude. Yeah, you got a good discount down there.
Let's see Tim make him uncomfortable a little bit.
Yeah.
And turn it right back.
I want to give a shout out to Jay too. Jay actually sent that to me yesterday. I had already shared it, but Jay, Marissa, great job over there at Marissa Collections. And if you want to go see my mom, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Jay, he's a wonderful man.
Yeah,
Jay.
He does so much for the community, and his family has done a lot for the community. Yeah, so
been around a long time. How long has Marissa's been in business, Mom? I know they've been there for a while.
That's got to be
80s.
I mean, it's got to be
40 years.
Yeah, my age, right?
Your age?
40 years?
Yeah,
You're 40?
I'm just a spring chicken.
That building,
just a spring chicken.
They haven't been there for 85 years. What are you talking about?
This is a spring chicken. But yeah, so they've been around a long time. My daughter worked out of there right out of high school, and Marissa, and obviously your mother was probably involved in some of it, really trained her and taught her how to be really good at sales. She's worked in pretty much every category, all that stuff. So you got Take a Soldier Fishing Bowling Night.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna
what's the date on that one?
It's May the 3rd.
Which is tomorrow.
Yep. 5. I know you guys are busy tied up over there, but they have 10 lanes that are still open.
And what time is that? And that's at Headpins?
Check-in is at 5 o'clock.
Is that at Headpins?
Headpins.
Where is that at?
That's on Radio Road.
It's on Radio Road.
No, I'm asking, is that at Headpins, that event? That's at Headpins?
Well, is that it? Oh, Headpins Entertainment Center. Okay, that's on Radio. Yeah, I didn't see that.
That's what I heard.
I said,
Oh, we told you where it's at.
Yeah, I said head pins.
You said head pins, and I'm like, what?
Where's that?
Who's on second?
Who's on
That's
first?
right, exactly right. Anyway, they do that was one of the first nights we got involved with, and Byron Donald's bowled with our group.
Who?
Byron.
Who's that?
That at 3 years ago.
Never heard of him.
Bowling night, Byron. Yeah, right.
Go Byron.
Big G,
Go
Big
Byron.
B, Big B. So anyway, I just wanted to put that shout out for them. That
Steve Lloyd, Jamie Lloyd, they do a wonderful job doing that.
Awesome.
They've got an amazing
Steve
board.
Lloyd,
Steve
Laley
Lloyd.
High School, baby.
Laley High School, yeah. He was the.
I don't know if you know this.
He was the deputy there.
He was the deputy there.
He was
Shout out
probably
to
educated from a higher place.
Rich Hampton, Laley High School. I'm just saying, the
Rich
Paul
Hampton.
family,
Yeah,
Laley
yeah,
High
yeah.
School, greatest
Laley's
high school
wonderful.
in Collier County.
I love
history.
I know more of the JROTC group, but they're
that's very good.
They're really nice. Nice.
Yes. So a lot going on. Thank you so much, Lois. I
My
appreciate
pleasure.
you coming in on the Fridays and always keeping us informed of what's happening
love
in
Lois.
Collier County, what's happening with our veterans.
Yeah.
God bless our veterans. I'm wearing red. Patrick's got a little bit of red in here.
Yeah,
so
And we're going to
Sprinkle
design.
in.
Your
like
shirt
a
for
little
you. We'll
flag.
send it in to
Yeah, I need to get. I just need to get. Actually, that would help if you tell me what to put on it.
you. Okay, I will tell you
Yeah,
that.
what to put on it.
You gotta
and
tell
I'll go ahead and
Tim.
get those things in. Yeah,
Keep 'em
because
in check.
I just try to. I get home at night and I'm trying to figure out what to do for the next day. And it seems like I
Just
got a lot
trying to
rolling.
get through the day.
I'm retired. I got to remind myself that I am retired.
Yeah, you do need to have a little.
But I always tell everybody I only do things that I like to do now. So that's good.
That's good.
Well, that's a good thing.
Like going
honey.
to 7-Eleven,
We should all-
chasing
And I
doctors
enjoy
around.
doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Do
getting out the
you have that
information.
video from 7-Eleven this morning?
We do have it, but I haven't got it up. I haven't
Okay.
got it up. We always have some interesting things going. But yeah, it
Well,
seemed like,
well,
the show started early this
Go
morning.
ahead and
Can
take
I
one.
take one for my hubby?
You take one, take two, whatever you want.
No. I get one for
Whatever
him.
you want,
I had a
Lois.
tooth pulled, and I'm just getting over that. I had my molar.
Don't take that one, though.
Don't take this
I'm just
one?
kidding. I'm just kidding. You can take
See,
Take
that's
it,
how
take it.
that's how bad it is.
Take
That's
it.
how bad it is. Remember, green bites, gotta love them.
Yeah.
And,
Where are they located?
they sell them here at several different locations.
a couple 7-Elevens, you said, right? What other? Nutrition Elite.
Pat out of Nutrition Elite.
And where else? Green Bites Go.
Good. And
Green-
I love your little.
Greenbitesgo.com.
I'm sure you guys love that too.
Yeah, well, let's get it. I'm just one more shot
do
of
that?
this, and so we know, and then we'll get the
My
website.
daughter will love this
Here,
sticker.
Patrick.
I
go
hope
ahead
this
and
makes
show
it
that.
home, honey. I'm bringing this to you.
Yeah, Green Bites Show. And then obviously, can we see the
See the little.
Let's see the
website?
box.
Very
Greenbitesgo.com.
Yeah, right there.
Right. Nationwide delivery.
Nationwide. Oh, cool.
And if you
beans.
order over $100, Tim will deliver it personally to your house.
I'll probably do something like that. Something crazy.
And I'm taking my beef jerky home
You
too.
take your
which-
beef jerky, you take a couple slabs. There's plenty to go around. Yeah, what a
Okay, I have to go get my facial
Thank you,
now,
thank you
gentlemen.
so much,
Thank
Lois. You are the
thank you.
best.
See you guys
You're
later.
going to get a fit. Tim
We
almost got
appreciate everything you do.
So before you go, real quick, Tim almost got a facelift the other day by accident.
Oh my God, that was
European
good. It was.
face. We won't mention the.
And she was great. She actually wanted to it was so funny because we went in to see her, and she actually wanted to do it right then, and I'm like, I didn't expect that. So
No.
hopefully
Did you have
we'll go
Botox?
back.
Did somebody
No,
have
I
I got
didn't have it.
Botox
I didn't
Friday.
have it. Yeah,
I
didn't have
was
it.
doing a social media shoot, and they talked me into doing Botox. And
She basically said I need to lift
But-
my eyes up a little bit, do a couple things, and
Well,
yeah.
they're not going to do you like that, but it will raise. You won't be. It'll just raise things up.
You think it'll look a little bit better, Lois? Should I do it? What do you think?
I want you to
I
comment
trust
below.
Lois, yeah.
Should Timmy G do Botox or get a European facelift? Comment below.
Botox.
Botox. Botox. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then Corey, we actually showed some pictures on there and of what you've done so far. It looks great on Lois's. Marissa's has been
50
open
years.
for 50 years.
Wow.
Store in business for 50 years. That's amazing.
Not only in business, but going
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
They opened up a West Palm Beach location. And I think they got a little shop in the Ritz, too.
No, that's great. Yeah. It's amazing that they've been around for that long. 40 years Mercer Collections. It's 50 there, but yeah, right there. I've been here for 32 and a half.
Yeah, Meredith.
So, yeah.
You just got fact checked by Mom.
Yeah, Mom said
And my
50,
mom's been there since 94. She's part-time now, semi-retired. Speaking of retired life, my poor mom retired for about a couple months, got bored, went back to work part-time, and helps out with our kids. And just, you know how much I appreciate my mom and love my mom. So give a shout out to her.
Yeah, no, your mom is amazing.
Put up with me.
Yeah, so that's it.
I mean, you see doses of me putting up with me here and there. Can you imagine having to?
Yeah, I will say your mom is a lady that needs a lot of praise for putting
gold
up with
medal.
But yeah, your fun stuff you do, and I'm sure you've done it all your life. When you were a little kid, were you a hellion? Would you call?
No, I honestly I actually wasn't, and my mom can back that up. But later on in life, unfortunately, I was and made some bad decisions, and caused a lot of heartache and stress. But growing up, I really wasn't.
Well, you made some bad decisions, but what's the future looking for you?
It looks very bright, very
beautiful daughter,
cautiously optimistic, as I would say. No, I'm very blessed. What my life has become, and keep growing and getting better every day, and the circle of friends and people like yourself and Blake and Larry and Kevin and all the amazing people in my life. Patrick Dearborn, so I could say at that time, but I'm just very grateful.
You can't. You can't say it. You're out. You are out.
And meeting great people like Renato, just doing cold plunges live on air, raising money for charities. Who's got it better than us, Tim?
Well, all I know is I'm going to be pushing this one because you failed miserably. You did say Patrick Dearborn.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you did. Patrick, if you're still on, that's a big horn for you. Listen, let's talk a little bit about local news. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on locally?
Hard to believe, but 3 men were indicted for a murder-for-hire plot here in Naples, arrested in a grocery store parking lot. Wow. That's probably Collier County Sheriff's Office.
And you guys can comment below, and curious what you guys think. It seems like crime's kind of spiked up here in the last couple of months. That being said, I think they do a tremendous, Collier County Sheriff's Office does a tremendous job of keeping the community safe, especially, living on the other coast for a year. You see how blessed we are to live in Collier County and, how clean and safe it is. But it seems like there's been a lot more violent crimes.
Well, it's
in the
interesting.
Last couple months. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I've got to talk to the folks at the Sheriff's Office, and the actual crimes are down. However, I think violent and the things that we're seeing are getting a little bit crazier. Does that make sense?
And that's where I was kind of going with it.
And I don't think
we have a crime problem.
I've never really seen this whole thing coming with the whole murder for hire type thing, right? So, if you don't want to be married to your spouse, you don't want to be married to your former loved one, right? Let's not whack them off the planet, right? Let's just get divorced.
Move on.
And do what you're supposed to do. I mean, I don't really know the ins and outs about this story, but
eat the bill.
It's pretty. And listen, $30,000, is a nice little chunk if you want to go do something. But you're going to pay someone $30,000, and somebody's going to say, "Hey, I'll whack somebody for $30,000." Is that all it's worth? I don't know.
Well,
I mean, what would your number be, Patrick?
To have someone whacked?
Yeah, there is none.
No.
Well, you're kind of hesitating there.
I see what you're doing, police officer Tim.
What's your number, Patrick? I mean,
I don't recall.
Yeah,
no, there's no number. You don't want anyone dead.
Shout out, Renato. Big shout out to the Sheriff's Office. Yeah,
Colonel
we
Bloom,
do so much. Our Sheriff's Office here in Collier County and Lee County.
Best.
Amazing group.
They really
fine
are.
Men and women,
1,000%.
But I don't really know,
So what Meredith is saying, this is interesting because a lot of people believe this. Meredith is saying there always has been, they just didn't want people to know the truth. And people do say that. I hear that from people. Oh, they cover up how much crime goes on here. What say you?
Yeah, so I can kind of address that. I have a little experience in that.
And for those people that don't know your background.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit of my background. I worked at the Sheriff's Office. Well, I worked at the Sheriff's Office for 28 years, and I worked for the state for 3 years. But I've been in law enforcement for 31.
Okay.
Retired. What people don't realize is anytime somebody gets booked or somebody gets arrested, that's public record.
Yep.
And those records and those files are all available to the public at any given day and time. So it all depends on what the news chooses to report. I will tell you that the Naples Daily News now is kind of pared down to a small group of people. They get a lot of their news online and they share it through that way. So there used to actually be reporters in Collier County that would actually do local news, local sports, things like that. But that's very few between.
Yeah.
So, but to answer your question, the sheriff's office puts out all the arrests, puts out all the information. It's really the
100% of them.
Yeah. Everything that they can put out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, say for instance, if there's a homicide, or if there's a shooting, if there's something, we as a sheriff's office or Sheriff Rambosk, Colonel Bloom, those folks, they can't hold something back. Now, they can hold back details if it's part of an investigation, but the actual incident that occurred, that can't be held back. Yeah. And a lot of times the media will take it. A lot of times they won't take it.
Sure.
And
I guess if it's a slow news day too, they might be more inclined to report different things. So
yeah, right. So Kevin jumps in, says the party's going to be lit. It's going to be a good one
tomorrow at the mini bar.
Hope to see everybody there at the
Kevin
mini bar.
will be there, one of our sponsors. Actually, I don't know if you've been watching. Kev Lois is going to be giving you a call for your clean and seal curb appeal.
Yeah, and I think I need to get that done on my house too.
I think so.
Kev, big shout out. And then we talked a little bit about this already. Let's go ahead and talk about, we've got a few other stories. Talk about this Huey Magoo's. I've never heard
of it. You guys ever been to Huey Magoo's? No, I haven't either. But so I think they opened one up in Cape Coral, and it's doing great up there, which Cape Coral is such a booming community. A lot of the restaurants and chains that open up there are doing well, but they eye Southwest Florida expansion. So it's curious to know, how is Huey Magoo's? Because we haven't tried it.
Any of our listeners, we got quite a few people on right now, but have any of our listeners ever been to Huey Magoo's? I've never been to one. And what do they have?
Have you been to Raising Cane's?
No, I have.
Raising Cane's. Yeah. My daughter loves Raising Cane's. That's her new favorite.
They're like really good chicken tenders.
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
Yeah, they got the chicken on the Texas toast, and they got a really good sauce as well.
Yeah, I'm anxious to try it.
We need a Raising Cane's in Naples.
I really like to have. I really get pumped up when local restaurants open.
Yeah,
and you always wish them well.
Yep.
Some make it, some don't. We were talking a little bit about like the different types of fads. I know cupcakes were big for a while. Those little French pastries,
frozen yogurt,
the
topping bar, yogurt topping bars. That was the big craze.
Kind of go through their cycle.
Crumble cookies Cookies will always be big. I mean, that's
yeah.
Everyone loves cookies.
Yeah.
Bring your wallet when you go to a crumble cookie. Though, holy smokes.
Yeah,
freaking.
Is it crumble cookie? It's. I know those things are straight up sugar, right?
They're very sweet, so they do a great job of their marketing and branding and stuff. Because you go, my dog. We had some crumble cookie the other day, and it, the flavors and the pictures. It looks amazing. Then you get them, and they're just so sweet.
Yeah. When you're younger, you can eat all that sweet stuff, and it doesn't really.
And I'm sweet enough, so I don't need more sugar, Tim.
Jake, if you want to come on over here and step up for a little bit and sit down, get a little perspective from. We're going to talk about some of these stories.
Get a little different perspective. This will change your life. Sitting with us for a half hour.
Yeah, perspective.
Change your outlook on life.
A little perspective from your outlook on things and business. You have I know you have
What's that watch, Jake?
Agree on that.
Yeah, Movado.
Let me hold that.
Yeah,
that's it.
Let me hold it.
Keep it.
Thank you.
Jake's got a nice watch. He's like
you.
Let me feel it. Let me feel the weight on that. Ooh, that's got some weight on it.
It was a very nice graduation present from my mom.
Very nice. Marty doing it up. Could you adopt me, please, Marty? I'm looking for an adoption. I'm not sure if you can hook me into the family somehow, but I would like to have that.
See if we can.
Don't be jacking with it. Why are you trying to
I'm just gonna,
Yeah, he's gonna hold on. He's like stealing the watch.
Hold it on, Tim.
Yeah, let's put it up here. Watch. Relax. This is Patrick. I mean, if somebody started doing this to my watch, I'd probably
It's a little small for me.
You think he wants it?
It looks better on him.
Let's go with the watch. Yeah.
Throw your rollies from side to side. I'm not stretching. That's why I'm not putting it on. I said it's a little too small, so I'm not going to debo it.
Are you good with that, Patrick? A little close up?
No, I'm not.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Get the watch, not the face. Thank you. Yep. That's a nice
Well,
watch.
according to the doc we went to the other day, she was awesome, by the way. According to her, you look fine, and you don't need anything.
She did say that.
Yeah, you don't need anything. So
that's the first time I think a female ever said that to me.
That you look fine?
Yeah. I don't need anything.
Yeah, so Meredith said social media has played a huge part in making these type of incidents. Yeah, I think so, especially the ones with, plot to kill, your ex-husband or your future ex-husband or whatever, or wife. And I mean, there's some crazy things that do happen. But again, I never was a understander of like, hey, listen, if you don't want to be married to somebody, let's just, kill them. It just doesn't make sense. But what's
you just make up your own vocabulary, understander?
Understander?
Is that a Biden
understander
vocabulary?
Okay, from now on,
I'm just messing with
you.
I'm
going to make fun of you. Tim, let's talk about this.
We can't make fun of each other. What can we do? Diet Coke. Yeah. Got a little unexpected surprise in the Diet Coke there, huh?
What was this story? This is something you thought was very newsworthy and put it up here. So what's with it, Patrick? Well,
took a sip of the Diet Coke and felt real sick. What do you find? It was just a really expired old Diet Coke. Do you drink Diet Coke?
Yeah, Diet Coke. I do. Like it. I've actually acquired a taste for it a little bit. But I can drink like a 12-pack of Diet Coke will probably last me probably 6 months.
A 12-pack. Wow.
I like I like a case of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I just don't drink a lot of it. Will you drink any soda at all?
I will drink the very occasional Coke Zero if I'm eating pizza.
Coke Zero.
That's it.
Yeah. And what's your normal, Jake Scary? What's your normal diet for the day? What do you usually eat?
I wake up, I'll take my creatine with some fresh pressed orange juice that I get down at the farmer's market on 3rd Street. And then I'll drink.
Plug.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying to get my beef jerky down there.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. I like it.
And then I'll drink electrolytes with a glass of water. Usually won't eat until about 11:30. 5 eggs. And then for lunch, I'll have ground beef. And then dinner, I will have a ribeye or a New York strip and potatoes.
Now, you're on a big training program
good,
right now. You just competed in a contest over in Miami?
Correct. It was called High Rocks. It's a kind of like a CrossFit race. There's 8 running stations and then 8 workout stations. And
how'd you do?
There were people who did better.
I heard your girlfriend beat you.
My girlfriend did beat me. But
might as well tell it like it is, Jake. Tell it like it is,
for my first time, we did pretty well. I think there's a couple people in there, juiced up a little bit, getting like 55 minutes. Me and my partner got an hour and a half. My girlfriend got an hour and 16, so she beat us pretty handily. But it was a crazy experience and something that I'm definitely going to do again.
Do the girls have different weight?
Yeah, so everything's the same, but their weight is lighter. But they do the same amount of runs,
same amount of reps
distance on anything, same reps,
same,
but just lighter weight.
Okay, lighter weight, yeah. So, but that's really cool. And you said that, and I was talking to Renato the other day, or I believe it was Renato, or maybe even Drew, but Miami, the health atmosphere, what I said, the health experience over there is crazy, right? People are like really nuts. The gyms are amazing. It's just a whole different vibe over in Miami.
Oh, it's insane. We went to a pre-event shakeout run, they called it, and it was a 3-mile run through Brickell to ISI Brickell, or from ISI Miami to ISI Brickell. And they threw this big event, all these different types of health people with their, things just like this. There was Greek yogurt, acai bowls.
Healthy Greek yogurt.
They had a big thing for cold plunges, ice baths. There were like 5 massive tubs.
Have you done a cold plunge?
Oh, yeah. I do them probably weekly.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you could be a strong candidate for getting a membership at Sweat House.
Oh, Sweat House sounds incredible.
Yeah.
And the Vanderbilt location is close to my mom's house.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'll definitely be taking part of.
Yeah, no, that'll be great. So I'm excited to go there. So my big thing is I have a hard time with sticking with something, right? So I'll do it other than a job because I retired after 31 years. But getting into health for a period of time and just staying with it. How do you do that? Like, I think having a competition at the end is a pretty good way of doing it, right?
I would say at first, you know, I was young in college, wanted to get in shape just to look good. And then as I got through it a little more, I hated working out. But then I really bought into the health aspect. And for probably 4 months, I just had to force myself to do it. I did, me and my girlfriend did 75 hard. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
I have, yeah.
So, yeah, we did 75
Derek
hard.
Carlson's big on all that.
Is he?
Yeah.
Which, for those of you who don't know, is 75 days, 0 drinking, strict diet, read 10 pages of a book a day, 2 45-minute workouts a day. One of them has to be outdoors, and a gallon of water a day. So that the first 30 days of that were hell. It was terrible. Once we got through the first month, it got a lot easier. And then once I finished that, I had learned so much about health and wellness that I was able to pretty easily continue doing that from that point on.
And that no cheat days either, right?
No cheat days. You're 75 days strict. You have to, if you miss anything, you have to start over.
That's definitely not something you want to do.
I wasn't being rude. That was Drew. We got our dates mixed up. So
okay.
Drew will be on Monday.
No, I was just giving you a thing like, hey, help me out.
No, I know. Yeah, Drew will be on Monday.
Okay, no problem. That's good. We're gonna we'll go. We got Jake here. Oh, also we got Chickabee who sang Iran?
Flock of Seagulls. Is that
okay? Maybe that's what it is.
Far away.
Flock of Seagulls.
Flock of Seagulls. I think
Chickabee?
that's the song you're referring to.
Can you bring that?
Mistaken.
Let us know.
Let us know. And
Flock of Seagulls.
Big band and kind of a one-hit wonder band in the '80s. Ever hear of them?
No, ever.
I didn't think so.
Flock of Seagulls? No, I do. I have.
Well, you have, but I don't think Jake has.
Well, no,
what's in Jake's playlist right now? What do you got in the playlist?
I was listening to Morgan Wallen on the way here.
Yeah,
who's that?
Country guy.
Oh, okay.
His new album's going to be good. I'm not a big country person, but his new album is going to be really good.
Yeah, well, we're going to have that bet.
He's doing a chair throw?
Yeah, he's the guy who threw the chair off the
Morgan Wallen doing
bar.
a chair throw competition? Yeah,
I have no idea what
on
you guys
Broadway.
are talking about.
On Broadway.
He's got a bar on a Broadway street in Nashville.
So me and Tim are going to have a bet. And Renato, if you want to get involved in this too, we're going to play pickleball at some point. You know, our schedules are.
I was at the course.
You were right, but I had
the Vanderbilt at 10 o'clock that you scheduled.
Well, you weren't there, but what we've mixed. You know, we'll get it set up. We're going to play. We're going to play at the Vineyards. Blake Becker would like to host it. And we're trying to figure out a bet. So, Tim, I don't know if I'm going to agree with this because this is a pretty crazy bet. So, if I win, Tim has to listen to 50 Cent for a week.
Okay.
But if I lose, I have to listen to country music for a week. And I think I'd rather get a root canal than freaking
And I'd love to play some Morgan Wallen because I know you got it on the playlist. But the problem is when we play,
we get flagged.
We play 10 seconds of music.
4 seconds.
Yeah, on this show, and it gets flagged. And then
for that skit at T-Clinics, we played 3 seconds of a Culture Club song and got flagged on YouTube.
Yeah, so we're just trying to go by the rules with this stuff. So
we're trying to stay on air.
Yes.
Funky Town.
Oh, she's already got it, but yes, you were right. So with that, I got to do
lip sync. Lip sync.
Yeah.
Chickabee.
Funky Town. Let's go to Funky Town.
You ever been to Funky Town?
No.
No. What about you, Jake?
I don't think so.
Yeah, right. Kind of loaded question.
What is Funky Town?
I don't know. What is Funky Town?
I don't know.
Chickabee, where is Funky Town?
Where is Funky Town?
Is that a town somewhere?
Who in the comments, where is Funky Town? I'd say.
It used to be Bayshore back in the early 2000s, but
Funky Town.
They cleaned that up.
Yeah, that was some good music. That's some good music. But yeah, so we'll probably get done just a little bit early today. We've got so much going on. We got a big weekend.
Yeah, so Monday.
We got to wrap up equipment.
Monday we got, so we'll have Drew Clark on Monday, Dr. Drew Clark. We'll have Lauren Rossi, which is really cool. Lauren Rossi, real estate.
Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah,
she's awesome. And then Steve Hagenbuckle.
He's
from the Good Intentions Band.
He's amazing too.
Is coming on Monday morning. So we have a busy show Monday, so we'll make up for it on Monday. I'm tired, so I don't mind ending up a little bit early. Yeah, and Renato were out making moves last night while you're watching Wheel of Fortune. We're out networking.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this show together, trying to get our commercials together, and Pat's out screwing around, and basically we call that fucking off.
It was work, right? So, Renato was. I was working.
Networking.
Basically,
definitely
networking, and while I'm putting this stuff together, I asked Pat for something, but he did respond, and you did send it in.
I
but
did
half-assedly. Yeah,
I was multitasking last night.
Multitasking, yeah. Literally multitasking. Let's show you the pictures.
But
yeah, Jake, did you get a chance to try these green? Pretty good stuff, right?
Give it a shot.
Yeah, you got some of those blue.
I tried
blueberry.
I tried the cinnamon roll looking one.
I mean, you gotta try these things. I mean,
come on, Jake. We're on live TV. You're over here messing around.
Sorry. No, that cinnamon. Jake, you do whatever you want. You tell them that cinnamon one looks really good. I might try a bite of that.
Yeah, I'm not usually a plant-based person. I try to eat meat as much as I can. So
yeah,
it's interesting. But the one I tasted,
it's good, right?
Really good.
Hey, little shout out to Brian Hammond yesterday at the Outback.
Yeah, Brian Hammond, Outback.
Yeah, Outback, and I'm it's one of those places where I hit it on the way home, and I feel like when I leave there, I got a decent value, and our waitress was awesome and great experience over there. So,
they do a good job. Outback Steakhouse. No rules.
Look at this.
Just right.
Holy shit. You are good, Pat.
You know,
if you tell him, Chickabee, I got to deal with him all weekend long. If you tell him he's good, so that's gonna be
Thank you, Chickabee. It's amazing I was able to retain such vast knowledge of information, even though, the substances I put in my body for a few years.
Yeah,
it's amazing, isn't it? I'm a miracle.
Well, you're a miracle. I mean, just think how smart you'd be if you didn't put yourself through that stuff. You'd be like actually.
My mom always said I was special.
Yeah, you're special, Pat. Don't feel bad.
Is that why they put me on that short bus?
Yeah, don't feel bad about the bus that comes to pick you up. And nothing against that, but don't feel bad, Pat.
Now we're gonna have people really mad at us. Every show is like a couple of people.
Yeah, every show we get somebody that gets their feelings hurt. We are not intending on hurting anybody's feelings.
Nope.
And listen, also, I want to let you know that when we have guests that come on, we want to bring people on that somebody out there might not love them or care for them. Let's say that. But we want people to come on and tell their story. And, hey, it's up to the viewers to determine whether or not it's something they want to listen to or something they want to hear to. But, hey, listen, I'll bring on my foes here if I have to. And we want to make it entertaining and get the word out to Collier County and the 239 Lee County and let them know, hey, we're putting out some information, and we respect everybody though.
Absolutely.
Everybody who comes in here, we respect, and we let them tell their story, and we really want to make this fun and not too serious, and it's a great opportunity to do that.
Yeah, we'd like to have fun, and we don't. If your feelings get hurt in the process, sorry for that, but
not intended.
Not intended.
Yeah. Actually, thank you, Meredith. You're a sweetheart.
She's talking about me.
A wealth of information.
She's talking about me.
Yeah, and you are actually a wealth of information. Now, whether it's a useful information, that
it is. We can use it on the show.
And she says, "Oh, you're special, all right."
Thank you.
Oh, you're special, all right. But no, that's good. Anything
special
else?
How?
Anything else to add? We've got a couple more stories.
Kentucky Derby event tomorrow, 5 to 7 p.m. at the Kitchen Mini Bar.
Oh, let's talk about this. I know this was a big event last night for you.
Man.
Yeah, this is crazy, right?
Holy smokes. What a event. Asteria over at the old Bow Campers. Man, should have went.
Estia, I guess is the best way to pronounce it.
It was packed, and the people there, just a whole wide range of who's who. Great.
Did you find a girlfriend last night, Pat? That's the big friggin' thing. We don't care about all the bullshit you want to lay on. Did you find a girlfriend?
I'm celibate right now.
Yeah. Did you find? How long have you been? It's been 12 years now, right?
Yeah, 12 years. I know. Married for 12 years.
But yeah.
No, it was a really cool showing that they had complimentary food and drinks for people that drink. But really top notch. I think it's a home run addition to the Naples community.
Yeah, no, it's a wonderful place. I went there to eat. It's fantastic. I believe this is going to be the place to be. I think in Collier County for a while. And we all know that, like, when things first open up, they're hot and they cool down a little bit. But I think this probably's got some staying power, in my opinion.
I think so too.
Yeah, so it's good. The residential real estate market becomes a buyer's market. I know I can talk a little bit about that. We do a little bit of real estate. I will tell you that these houses that are going for big money, record money in Port Royal, Royal Harbor, throughout, those are amazing sales. $225 million, $85 million. Mr. Hoffman bought that. But right now, I can start seeing the market kind of tick back a little bit.
A little correction.
If you're a buyer, it's a great spot. If you're a seller, not so great, because the inventory is pretty high, you know. And I always like to try to explain it. Like, if you have a Harley Davidson that you want to sell, and there's 400 other Harley Davidsons out there that are like yours, you're going to have a hard time to sell yours. So, but if you're going to buy a Harley, you can get a pretty good choice. So, and if you explain it that way, people kind of understand it.
Yeah, absolutely. It needed a little correction too, right? I mean, it's getting a little out of control for Naples, and so it's simmering down a little bit. For
sure, when we had the COVID times, some things were going crazy, and I think those are going to settling down a little bit.
That was Wednesday, National Bubble Tea Day.
National Bubble Day.
We missed that. And then one last mention of the Kentucky Derby party tomorrow at the mini bar, 5 to 8 p.m. We'll be live from probably 5 to 7. So come check us out. Got DJ Jimmy Espo, who's actually coming on next Friday on the 239 Live. And we're going to have a lot of fun, have a lot of guests, go live. Tim's going to wear a derby hat.
Yeah, I'm going to, whatever I got to do tomorrow to, get some people over there.
Dress up as...
the mini bar is actually really good. It's a good place to go.
It is. We're going to have a great setup there.
It's kind of like a super, Chris, big feel for Key West feel. It's real good over there. Obviously, got a couple things. Hey, did you see that? Did we play this story about the In-N-Out Burger? Is it coming this way?
Tennessee. It's coming Tennessee. So it's coming south. They're opening up one in Tennessee. We'll see if it probably ultimately will make its way down to Florida. But I wonder, once it does and becomes such a national chain, does it lose its luster of being like a California West Coast thing?
Have you ever been there?
No, Jake? I've never been to one.
People talk about it.
Have you been
there?
I didn't think it was anything
3 or 4
special.
times.
Fries are good, but
it's
just a burger.
Okay. Yeah, and then people line up. Not quite as much as Chick-fil-A, but they line up pretty heavy.
That's what I heard. I heard it's not all it's cracked up to be.
It's a California thing. It's like their thing. So
they're Publix, because Florida, we love our Publix.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd make that comparison, but
but
I get what you're saying.
What I'm trying to say is
we're
pretty proud of.
When you think of Publix as a Florida grocery store, absolutely.
It's definitely not a grocery store.
No, I get that, but I just when I went out there, I was not disappointed, but it was just like, really, that's what big buzz is about, In-N-Out Burger. And then what do we got? The the buffet chains. Remember Shoney's?
Yeah, Shoney's.
I miss Shoney's.
Yeah. I'm a little bit offended by this.
CC's
this slide. Oh,
my daughter would be. She was so bummed when the CC's closed.
I mean, I'm a little offended because I think CC's had its place. Probably when you were a kid, I'm sure your dad took you there so you can just go eat whatever hell you want. So. Let's go back on some of these comments real quick. We got, actually, we're a wealth of information. We like that. Special. And then let's go back.
I've had my feelings hurt so many times I shouldn't have any.
Yeah, we got that. I'm betting on Toby Keith's horse. Oh, Toby Keith got one in the Derby? Okay. That would be a good one to go through. Yeah. Feeling people.
Yeah, I won't be getting married anytime soon.
I feel people listening.
Don't worry.
Yeah, people are listening. I feel people's listening. Yeah. Thanks, Meredith. I got it now. Yeah, you do. And great people. Anybody who wants to give me a referral, I'll be happy to take it. I appreciate it. Thank you, Meredith.
And if you need someone to sell it, we can get Patrick Dearborn or Joe Pavage to come in and
go.
close the thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Sure. Just kidding.
Yeah, sure. We got one. I want candy.
You already threw out 2, Chicopee.
There's
like one per.
Yeah.
Know the song. Can't think of the group or artist right now.
And then Chicopee goes, loved A&W.
Oh, yeah. A&W is great.
root beer.
Well, no, in the Midwest they have like a fast food A&W where you can burger, and they have come out roller skates too.
Okay,
yeah. I remember when we went to Michigan. Yeah, A&W is great. A&W is great. Yeah, get the root beer float in a cold mug.
Yeah, it was good. The Cece's Pizza though here, the guy that
great guy.
Great. I'm trying to remember his name right now, but now he works down at the Wolf Lodge, and he runs the arcade in there. Just a great guy. You go in there, and I think what happened with him is I believe he had to do like a big lease, 10-year lease. Yeah, he's like, listen, man, I don't know if I want to be doing Cece's Pizza for 10 years. So
that Cece's Pizza was the home of Baron Collier football when I went there.
Yeah, right.
That's the only that, and you remember Bluefish, that
the sushi place?
Yeah, the sushi place.
Yeah,
we'd always go to Bluefish.
Remember Bluefish?
Was that right next to it?
No. Was, like Bluefish is where Bed Bath and Beyond Plaza. Next to the Polish store.
But they used to have like a buffet in there, right?
Yeah, it was a buffet. Yeah.
I've been there. Yeah.
So Bluefish and Cece's, and I was doing 75 hard when Cece's closed, so I didn't even get to go one last time.
You were doing
the 75 hard.
Oh, okay.
So it was brutal.
Yeah. So and the thing about it is like it goes by age, I think, right? Is it the best pizza? No. Is it the best pasta that they have there? No. Is it I mean, you just pile that shit on, and you got your kid. It's all you can eat, and they're paying $5.99 or $4.99 or whatever. You can go there and just have a couple little slices and things like that. I think we need to maybe have a little bit of that back. But is it good for you? No. But is it serving the purpose for the kids? They love it.
Absolutely, my daughter loved it. Yeah.
A couple more slides. We want a big shout out to we got 239. They've been a strong supporter of us, and then at Nutrition, Elite Nutrition, they're awesome. Pat over there, they have a great menu of food and shakes and drinks and all kinds of stuff. And then also John Huffman on May 24th. He's got a big
10 a.m.
big event coming up, and you are a sponsor of that.
I am.
Pat Jira
at the Destiny
and
Church.
Jira Media and John Huffman, and then Ben. And make sure to get there. If you haven't been to one of John Huffman's events, they're amazing. They've got amazing speakers. It's incredible. Bryce Lawrence does that.
Yep.
You got Pastor here. You got John. Just a
Stephen Perez,
good group of people. And I'll tell you what, right now, mental health is a big thing. We need to make sure everybody's solid and, all that stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
But very good. A good show today. We had some good information. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Oh, yeah. Chicopee says Bow Wow saying I Want Candy. No, that was a song in the 70s or 80s.
Wow. Okay, let's go back. Let's go through a couple comments. Pat's being single is cool. Just ask me, Chicopee. It is cool, but I'm married, and I prefer to be that way.
Yeah.
But, the single life does have some fun to it. But what's it like trying to date right now, Pat? Is it difficult or?
No, I choose not to right now.
What's that? Choose not to? Choose not to?
So it's very difficult.
I guess, yeah.
Do you choose not to? That's good. No, but I know what it's like. I've been through a divorce. When you first get out of that divorce, you're kind of like, you're very cautious of what you
a little bit, because as you know,
partake in, right?
You got to be careful with some of these women, because they tend to get a little clingy. And if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then men could too, right? Get clingy. So anybody.
I don't know about all that, but I just know, little situation, but it's all good now, right? We're good. We're good.
Oh, you think it is?
I think it is. It is. I haven't heard from her. So
there you go. Every time defense pitched a shout out in high school, we had a trip.
CC's,
yeah, that's good. We'll see you, Doc, on Monday, right? It's gonna be good.
Monday, yep.
Good show there. And Meredith says, "I love being single." I think. Do you guys agree that you get to a certain point in your life that when you get married, that's a very comfortable feeling. Then when you're single for a certain period of time, that anybody else that comes in, probably
you're not looking for.
You don't want to change. Maybe you kind of want to. Or when I know some people though, as soon as they get separated, divorced, whatever, break up with a girlfriend, they have to jump in with somebody else.
And then some people get married right away too, which is just mind blowing to me after
Yeah. So it's one of those, one of those situations where you got to kind of take it. Sticky furry friends. We like Victoria. We are like stick to furry friends. Furry friends are good because guess what? When you come home, no matter what type of day you had,
unconditional love, loyalty.
You walk in the door. Guess what? They're there and they're happy to see you, and they don't really care, how bad of a day you had, and they're there to give you a little bit of a.
You have animals,
attention.
Jake?
I do. I have a 3-year-old Doberman.
3-year-old Doberman. Okay.
Good looking boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you find it hard to rent a place with a dog, like especially a Doberman?
No, because I get the emotional support letters. So you go online and you reach out to a doctor and they'll write you an emotional support letter. So you can bring your 90-pound Doberman anywhere you want to go. I think I could even bring him on a plane if I wanted to.
That's a 90-pound, yeah.
So you bring him to restaurants? You're one of those people that just
I'll bring
your emotional support.
I bring him to outdoor restaurants.
Outdoor.
I don't bring him inside.
Indoor, not okay, in my opinion.
All outside.
Because then they'll say, oh, well, it's an emotional support dog. It's a freaking 4-pound chihuahua.
And then there's hair in the food.
Yeah, no, it's not,
no, it's like, sometimes. And now
and they let it seed in the food.
Coming all,
like feed it table food.
Scratch its ass across the floor, across your table, and seed and all that stuff.
Are you talking about me? Or
you do that too, yeah. Hey, thank you all so much for getting in here today. We had so much information. Thank you, Meredith. Thank you, Chicken Billy. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Renato. Thank you, Jake. Everybody that came on today, we are very appreciated. Let's take this one out with a little bit of music. Got it. Our people. Relentless Hope. David Drana.
Right through it.
Right through it? Oh, you went right through it? Wow. Point it out. You got to point it at the camera.
Don't make music for the money, but I'm seeing something.